Downtown Special Assessment Fund and the Downtown Committee. We're drawn by America Trier of the Downtown Committee, and I'm joined by Councilor Allen, Councilor Schultz, President Hudson, Councilor Green, and Councilor Driscoll. For our edification, just because we're being taped here, why don't you explain just a little bit, thumbnail sketch of the Downtown Special Assessment Fund and the history there? Can we do that?
About the Downtown Special Assessment Fund?
Yes.
Sure. So the Downtown Special Assessment Fund is a set number that is part of the mayor's budget, goes in front of the Common Council for review, and then that is what funds the majority of our operations throughout the year. So in this package, if you don't mind, I can walk you through this to give a little bit more context. So generally speaking, the Downtown Committee, we are a not-for-profit organization whose mission is downtown's revitalization. On slide 2, you can actually see a map of our district. So this is the Downtown Special Assessment District. It is bound by 690 on the north, 81 to the east, Adams Street to the south, and Onondaga Creek is our western boundary. So all properties within this district pay a downtown special assessment. The downtown special assessment is based on a number of factors. It's based on a property's assessed valuation. It's based on their linear frontage. It's based on whether they're a for-profit or a not-for-profit entity, and then it's also based on their zone location. So there are 3 zones in downtown. Zone 1 receives the highest level of services. Zone 2, sort of that middle ground in Armory Square. Zone 3 is that like periphery area, so Presidential Plaza. So all of those factors are weighted in different ways. They're run through the city's formula, which is what then generates the downtown special assessment payment per property. So it's a set number that is allocated among each of the properties based on those factors. And one thing to note is that with the downtown special assessment, it is a set number. So unless it doesn't go up as far as assessments go up, so unless the mayor and the Common Council agree to increase it at certain increments, properties actually end up paying less because there's more people paying that total number, if that makes sense. We have 82 blocks that fall within the Downtown Special Assessment District, and we are guided by a 15-member board of directors who is appointed by the mayor. 11 of our 15 board members have to be downtown special assessment payers, which is very useful because, again, as the property owners, they're the ones recommending the downtown special assessment budget to the mayor and recommending the services that we provide to the different properties. On the PowerPoint, just again, as our mission is downtown's revitalization, all of our programs and services speak to that. So one of our most visible efforts is our environmental maintenance crew. We have 3 crew members that work throughout the week. Again, their goal is to ensure downtown is attractive, accessible, and clean. So in warmer months, they're doing litter pickup, they're doing graffiti tag removal, they do flushing of the sidewalks in the wintertime. Although it is a property owner responsibility, we do assist with plowing the sidewalks. So our crews are out plowing through the winter months. We repair street furniture. We take care of some of the different plantings. We water all the street trees that are planted so that they'll survive. We also engage in beautification and enhancement efforts. So for those that have been downtown in the summertime, you'll see 335 purple hanging flower baskets that get installed throughout the district, in addition to a number of other planted areas. We use funds secured through grants to refurbish murals. We also last year purchased chess tables through a grant and then installed those in Hanover Square in partnership with the Parks Department. So we have a 501c3 Downtown Syracuse Foundation, which is our fundraising arm, and that is an entity that we use to raise sponsorships for the flower baskets and go after different grants for downtown.
Let me just ask one question. On the various grants, do you guys get the Main Street grant?
We do.
Okay, that's included in here in this number?
The administrative funds are, but we take the pass-through dollars out. So we right now have our 6th Main Street program in operation. In total, $470,000 was awarded to properties based on a criteria process. So those are reimbursement dollars to properties. So those are not included in this budget.
So you have 6 Main Street grants going?
We're on our 6th program. Every time you close a program, you're eligible to apply for another round. Okay. Fun fact, we are Central New York's most awarded nonprofit for the Main Street programs. So they've been really beneficial to the downtown district, whether it's rehabbing vacant spaces within the buildings, facade improvements, new signage, residential spaces. Our last round, we've been able to use funding to include residential units, which have an affordability criteria with them. So we've been able to add a number of affordable units to Salina Street.
Okay.
With our downtown security, we hire retired law enforcement officers. So we currently have 4 officers that provide a foot patrol of the downtown district. They work Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5. And then we have another shift that works also Monday through Friday, 4 to 8 p.m., as well as on Saturdays and Sundays.
How many on the other shift?
We have 2 in the daytime, 2 for the evenings, and then 2 for the weekends. We always put them in pairs for officer safety reasons. Slide number 6 shows you some of our security services. So in downtown, we have a special 423 help phone number, which constituents can use for non-emergencies. That goes right into our downtown security storefront, which is located on Harrison Street.
Okay, so I'm full of questions.
Yeah.
So when you do the 423 help and the security comes, are you linked in with Liberty Resources? Because you know that a lot of walking through downtown are people that have issues.
We do. So we have a direct line to the contacts at Liberty Resources for their outreach services. And then we also work directly with the rescue mission for homeless and street outreach services.
Is there also SPD presence?
There
down
is.
in
Yep.
your office too?
They have desks there to be able to work out of. So they have the opportunity to work there, but there are police officers assigned to the downtown district as well.
Okay.
So our officers work in very close partnership with the police department. They're wired right in through their radio systems to the 911 system. So they're connected there and they can make calls over that system if they need to.
And they service beyond downtown though, so if those officers get a call,
The police department, depending on what the nature of the call is, it may pull them outside of downtown.
they're not 100% focused on downtown committee work.
No, they may be assigned to the district, but if a call comes in and just given some of the officer numbers, they may get pulled to other areas based on a call. We do personal safety seminars for downtown employees to make them aware of the resources that are available, like who to call, in what situation. So we're promoting the 211 phone number as well as the 423 help phone number. And then we also have security cameras, which is that yellow and red map on the bottom. We have been able to raise funds through different contributions as well as grant dollars to install security cameras throughout downtown. And those are wired right into the Syracuse Police Department system. So they have access to those cameras. On the next page, we touch on our economic development services. So we focus on the downtown district's growth and development. One of our most valuable resources is our downtown database, which we keep track of all of the buildings and properties located within downtown's 82 blocks. We collect a lot of real estate information so we can put out reports on vacancy, number of vacant storefronts. We conduct a survey each year. We're able to help connect interested parties with available spaces in downtown. Again, if a business comes in and they're looking for a space, we can tell them, okay, these spaces are available for you. Here's who you contact. Here's the average rent. Here's some of the amenities. And so again, acting as a matchmaker for interested businesses with available properties. We house a lot of information on our website, downtownsyracuse.com. So we have a lot of just general stats and demographic information on our website. I mentioned on slide number 9, our property packages. This is what we'll put together for any business that's looking to locate either a retail or commercial office space in downtown. So we'll put together a list of locations for them. And then also do provide a lot of data reports, and those are used by people looking to invest in properties, appraisal companies, other real estate companies, just so we have accurate information about what is happening and trending in the downtown district.
Data, what's the occupancy downtown as far as the apartments?
Probably close to 99%. So we just toured yesterday Corbett Corner, which came on the market, and they've got probably 2 available units left. People are starting to move in this Friday. And so there's been a lot of demand. We thought it was slowing a bit just because of the Washington Place project that came on with over 200 units. And they're close to occupied, not having anything available till June. So the demand continues. One of the reasons we were so excited about the Corbett Corners project is because it kind of gets at that missing affordability aspect. So Corbett Corners and Smith Lofts, which are 2 new residential projects on downtown's east side, are both helping to fill that sort of missing link. Retention and recruitment resources, so we provide a comprehensive list of downtown housing options. We don't maintain what's vacant at each specific building because there's over 80 of them, but we do let people know what spaces are available for consideration if you want to rent or purchase a location in downtown Syracuse. For the office market, as well as the retail, we do a property of the week feature over our social media, which again highlights available spaces, whether it's commercial office spaces or retail spaces, in a fun, engaging way over social media to get more visibility about available properties in downtown. And then we also have put together a retail wish list as well as a storefront tips guide. So the storefront tips guide is something that we distribute to storefront properties with just helpful hints of how they can make their storefront more welcoming, invite more people through the door, maybe using chalk on front of their sidewalks to kind of make it more engaging and have people stop before just walking by. So we provide that at no service to all of our downtown businesses. We also operate a series of special programs. So we had talked about vacancy before this meeting started. So to help fill some of the vacant storefront spaces, we partner with property owners to offer a pop-up retail program. So we have a number of entrepreneurs that are maybe testing out their model. They've been doing an online business. They're interested in going into a bricks and mortar. So the pop-up retail program allows them a lower risk opportunity to pay less amounts of rent, try out their storefront model, see if it's something that will work, with the ultimate goal of having them become a permanent long-term tenant in downtown Syracuse. For properties that are not retail ready to move in, we have an art in the windows program, so we'll partner with local artists to display artwork and light the storefront, so there's still an engaging experience in some of the vacant storefronts. I mentioned our New York Main Street grant, which we've used to do other improvements. And then we also activate underutilized spaces. So we installed cafe lighting in City Place, which is between City Hall Commons and the State Tower building, those cafe lightings. And then we're working on another installation, which will be installed before the end of May on Bank Alley. For our marketing and communications activities, we provide supplemental supports to promote the businesses, but again, our goal is to promote downtown as a vibrant location. On page 13, just did a screenshot of our website, which lists all information you could ever want to know about downtown Syracuse. We do newsletters each week, so our online newsletter goes out to more than 10,000 subscribers each week. And then we also have a strong social media presence with over 26,000 followers between the different platforms. On our social media, again, we'll promote new business openings, business specials, new development projects, again, just drawing attention to the good news and activities happening throughout downtown Syracuse. For our marketing efforts, slide 15, we provide brochures, so whether it's a comprehensive list of downtown businesses, we have a special restaurant list, we have a public art guide, we have a historic walking tour guide, we have a comprehensive list of all public parking options in downtown, and we also run print ads as well as TV commercials. And then slide 16 is earned media. So these are, we generate earned media stories, so these are non-paid, essentially promotions for downtown that are covered by our local media outlets. So Downtown Dining Weeks or the Arts and Crafts Festival are two of our events that always get a lot of media attention for downtown and our constituents. And then in addition to these core services that we provide for the district, we also host a series of signature events. So there are a lot of events that happen throughout downtown Syracuse, all organized by different organizers, but there's a handful of these events that are run and managed by the Downtown Committee, and these are events that we have put together to benefit our constituent base. So in February, we run a very popular Downtown Dining Weeks promotion. We had over 50 downtown restaurants participating this year, and that helps to give people an excuse to come out after the winter and go and eat at some of the restaurants, which again is typically a slower time of year for dining. So this provides an incredible boost to the restaurants. We secure sponsors to be able to market and operate that program. Page 19, we offer progress breakfast events. So we have an event coming up next week, which is sold out at about 350 people. We'll do another one of those in the fall. But we use these events as a way to frame a topic that is driving downtown's revitalization, and then we will invite certain speakers in, the people that are actually doing these projects or offering these programs, to come in and give us a behind-the-scenes look at what goes into these programs, why they're so exciting for downtown. But we find this, again, gives people sort of insider information about what is happening in downtown Syracuse and gets them excited about this being oftentimes their office work home. We have an Earth Day cleanup that we operate every year. We have over 250 volunteers that typically participate in that event. In June, we do an annual meeting and awards. So we'll do a State of Downtown report to package all the development activity that you're seeing in downtown Syracuse and the trends, as well as highlight new business openings. And then we provide awards in different categories to recognize constituents or downtown fans that have gone above and beyond over the year. In June, we'll kick off our 50th year of the Downtown Farmers Market in Clinton Square. In July, we have our Arts and Crafts Festival, which brings about 50,000 people to the Columbus Circle area over the 3-day period in July. In September, we do our Downtown Living Tour, and this is a popular event. It's a way that we can continue to raise awareness about downtown living and the options that are available. Because we do have such a high occupancy rate, people oftentimes don't know the amount of development underway because apartments are leased up before a lot of people can see them. So once a year, we open the doors to 8 to 12 apartments in downtown just to show off what downtown living is like. Next page, we do a series of employee appreciation initiatives. So again, this is a way to get employees out of their offices. We'll sometimes do lunch specials. We've partnered with the bike share company to do bike tours to get people used to using the bike system. We'll do company tug of wars and other office Olympics, again, as a way to create an experience that downtown employees enjoy about having their offices located in downtown Syracuse. And then finally, we have our holiday program. So slide 26 gives you images of some of our marketing and promotion activities for the downtown businesses. We do a social media push with Dash and Dot, our downtown elves. They promote new businesses and gift ideas. We also this year launched a downtown activity guide, which featured not only shopping, but ice skating in Clinton Square, the Festival of Lights at the Everson, and just other, the Polar Express at the most. But other events that people could enjoy as a family in downtown. And then we also put together a downtown shopping guide where we highlighted all of our downtown businesses and gift ideas from them. We bought billboards, we did Syracuse.com advertising, we distributed posters with QR codes to every storefront window throughout downtown. And then our holiday program also takes into account public space enhancement. So slide 27, we have an agreement with the city of Syracuse that we cost share on the holiday decorations that are installed throughout downtown Syracuse. We have a lighted star that goes in Hanover Square, which is like a selfie moment for people coming down to ice skate. We activate the street kiosks with posters that people can access our holiday gift guide or activity guide through QR codes there. And then we offer a Window Wonderland contest or Window Wonderland tour, depending on if you're a business or a visitor. So this past year, we had 40 businesses participate in our window decorating contest. And this is a way to, again, provide an interesting pedestrian experience, embrace the holidays, kind of a nod to people used to come down here for the holidays and have that a department store experience. So partnering with our storefronts, they do a window decorating contest. The public can vote, and then there's prizes, but mostly it's the bragging rights for the best window. I put a slide in here that talked about sort of our activities reemerging from the pandemic. So this current year that we're in, some additional supports that we provided in addition to our regular programming is some business supports. Through our Downtown Foundation, we were able to get a SEDCO COVID-19 pandemic relief grant. Using those $20,000, we were able to directly support 52 of our street level businesses, and 48% of our grant funds went to underrepresented, so minority, women-owned, or veteran businesses in the downtown district.
Okay, let me stop you again.
Yep.
Since you brought that up, how many minority and women-owned businesses are downtown?
We are in the process of cataloging that right now. So under here, you can see there is a, under planning, it's very small, downtown business demographic survey. So we are having businesses right now self-identify how they would catalog themselves. So it was not something that we felt comfortable doing unless we obviously knew the businesses. So we have hired Drive Research, who the survey is out now, again, to get a baseline understanding of the representation across our storefront businesses, and then help us identify opportunities to increase representation.
Okay, because you know I've been saying this for a lot of years.
Yep.
Because everything I'm looking on here is extremely white. So I'm just curious. Okay.
We supported entertainment district patrols for Armory Square and Hanover Square District on Fridays and Saturday nights. We launched our downtown constituent survey in the fall. We had 443 responses with people providing feedback on downtown Syracuse and their visions and aspirations. So that's information that we're going through now. In addition to launching Challenge 22, which we have over 200 participants right now, but it is take on the New Year's resolution to drive traffic into downtown businesses. So a challenge might be go visit a restaurant you've never visited before, take a picture of your meal, send it to us, and you'll earn a puzzle piece. So we partnered with Syracuse poster project artists to come up with 12 unique puzzles that participants can win pieces of, and when they complete 22 tasks, they'll have their own customized puzzle. Programming, we're focused on additional programming in downtown. So for public space, I mentioned activating underutilized spaces like Bank Alley to make that more of a destination. And we've also talked to other organizers who are interested in doing different street fairs, again, in kind of cool urban spaces underneath those cafe lights. And then event support, as you know, because you all approved it, we have the Syracuse Festivals Fund that we've administered. Rita, thank you for serving on our review committee. We just awarded 18 festivals grant funds. Round 2 is open right now with applications due on May 21st. And then so that is what we do as a Downtown Committee of Syracuse and what the Downtown Special Assessment dollars support. I put a next slide in of sort of the primary sources of funding. So we talked at the beginning about the special assessment funds and how that is structured. We also are funded through earned revenue. So for the different events that we operate, we secure sponsor dollars. So any surplus from those sponsor dollars or booth fees or ticket fees, that all goes into our overall programs of delivering these services to downtown. And then we also operate 2 parking lots, which again provide revenue into the services that I've just covered. And then we do also engage in various service agreements for either maintenance or beautification or additional security.
Which
type.
lots, America?
We have monthly parking available in the Herald Place parking lot located between Salina and Clinton Streets, just north of the old Post Standard building. And then we operate for events the parking lots across from Dinosaur Barbecue. So those are evenings and weekends.
National Grid's parking
Yep,
lot?
we have a rental agreement with them. So we open those lots at 4 o'clock on the weekdays and 10 or 11 a.m. on Saturdays and Sundays. And I apologize, the next slide, 30, it shows you how we use our dollars, how they're allocated to our different programs, and the smaller pie graph shows you our sources of revenue. So 70% of our resources come from the Downtown Special Assessment Fund, with a balance being made up of earned revenue and transportation dollars. On the final page, we show you just a breakdown of the Downtown Special Assessment Funds specifically, which is also what you have in your packages, but it shows you how it's broken down throughout our programs. And then slide 32 is a comparison that the top bar chart shows you the breakdown of the Downtown Special Assessment dollars compared to previous year's funding. And then the next slide talks a bit more about return on investment. So for every dollar of downtown special assessment dollars invested in the downtown committee, we provide an additional 39 cents on that dollar through other financial resources, whether it's earned revenue or transportation. So we're actually able to multiply that investment to deliver more services to the downtown district and to our community.
You talk about transportation, exactly what is that? What does that mean?
Transportation heading is what is our parking lot operations.
Oh, okay.
So it mostly is for the a lot attendant. We have a lot attendant that works during the week and then also on the weekends. And then our insurances, rental fees.
Because I was
sales
trying
tax.
to figure out what the
Yep.
transportation piece
Just the parking lot. Yep, which is separate from our downtown special assessment.
Okay.
And then, so in addition to being able to multiply the dollars that are invested with the downtown committee services, we also do a lot of engagement for the downtown district. So slide 34 touches on some of this. Through the downtown committee, we're able to increase constituent involvement. So there's a series of neighborhood associations and business associations throughout the district that we provide staffing support to and that we convene. This past year, there was significant road construction and sewer and water construction in downtown. So we convened meetings every other Tuesday for all of the stakeholders in downtown, where we had the construction managers come in. We provided a Zoom portal. People could ask real-time questions. We sent out meeting minutes and posted those to the city's website afterwards. So there were a lot of different avenues for people to be able to receive information as well as pose questions. We have 43 downtown enthusiast sponsors. So these are companies that sponsor us each year and support our events. That's a way of getting a lot of our office crowd engaged in our downtown events. I mentioned our Earth Day. Between Earth Day and our downtown living tour, we have over 300 volunteers that participate with us annually. And I mentioned our Challenge 22 social media promotion that's going on right now. And then because downtown living has become a bigger part of the downtown life, several years back, we started putting programs in place to support the residents of downtown. So we do participate. There's a downtown sector of TNT that meets, and so we participate monthly in those meetings. We started a downtown Syracuse residents Facebook page so people can share information, ask questions, but just, again, help to better connect our community. We help host a winter snowflake gift exchange, so people can sign up and kind of bond with their neighbors with gifts purchased from downtown businesses. And then this last year, we launched the Live Like a Local campaign. So we featured downtown residents and their favorite things to do and what to see in downtown Syracuse, because we figured nobody knows their neighborhood better than the residents. So we put their testimonials up throughout downtown. So overall, the budget that you are seeing in front of you prioritizes our staff retention and growth, because we're a service business. So everything that we do is operated through people actually administering these services. It prioritizes cleanliness and beautification for the downtown district, as well as our security initiatives. So obviously our security cameras, maintaining our security patrols, and all the different resources that we do. Helen, to your point about connecting with like 211, Liberty Resources, and the Rescue Mission for Housing Outreach. And I'd be happy to take any questions.
I wish you would have been more well-prepared, Mary. Any questions from, in an effort to be as open as possible, transparent as possible, I've worked with the downtown committee probably for 40 years, and when I started working in the Parks Department, we started doing events downtown. Downtown was certainly a different place than it has, and a lot of the way downtown's changed is because of the downtown committee for positive, and we appreciate your efforts. So,
thank you.
Do you have any questions, my fellow colleagues?
And I also have both Ruthie and Melissa here, are two of our board members that were able to join us today as well.
Hi, board members.
Are you guys looking at any kind of a way to bring like retail, some type of retail back downtown?
So we have our retail wish list. We right now are investigating in partnership with the city of Syracuse a couple of different data services that can actually use like cell phone data to help us actually get real numbers of the untapped population that is down here.
You need shoe stores.
They're on our retail wish list. Yeah. I need a shoe store as well, so yes.
Verify, just say yes. I was wondering, have you done an assessment of how many businesses closed up during the COVID?
We did. So we do each year in December a vacant storefront survey. So we go through and count, the number of storefronts that are occupied, the number that are vacant. And so with the most recent survey that was completed in December, we actually had like a net gain of 4 storefronts. So there was some turnover, but then some new businesses that came in. If you would be interested, I also printed out, you guys are getting a sneak peek to a publication that will soon come out, but our downtown development forecast, which again, it highlights the upcoming development projects and investments for the district.
Now, in a situation like, I forget the name of its last iteration, but the Mission restaurant that closed down,
Yes.
Does the downtown committee work with our economic development people to try to maybe get somebody in there at all, or?
We do. So
Work out?
we have a very close relationship with the Department of Business Development. Yes, oftentimes, so they are aware that we keep the database of the downtown properties, and so whenever they run into someone who is looking to locate in downtown, we work together to fill that information need.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, so you work with like Eric and all that?
We do.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. So we have Heather Schroeder on our team, who's our Director of Economic Development, as well as Connor Rockhill, who is our Economic Development Coordinator. So between the two of them, if you ever have any questions about any kind of activities or business rumblings or possible business closings, what space might be available or coming available, they're the best resource for that. They keep.
And I liked what you said about, now, so you're working with businesses as far as, people relocating to downtown and all that, but you talked about security, and you have like security seminars?
We do. Yep.
Downtown. Now, how does somebody avail themselves of that?
So just reach out to us. You can email anyone on our staff, or our general email address is mail@downtownsyracuse.com.
Because I don't know if that's generally known or not. That's-
So when new businesses move in to the district, so we maintain the storefronts because you can see when there's changeover there. So when new businesses move in, someone from our staff will go introduce themselves, introduce who the downtown committee is, tell them about, mostly it's the marketing and promotion services that are available to them. But also our security officers do pop in and do storefront visits. But if we receive, or the city receives, a concern about security or safety in downtown, we're always communicating about that. So there's a new office tenant that moved into a storefront on South Clinton Street. They had some security concerns, and so our officers went and did a security seminar for their whole staff about 2 weeks ago. And again, this was something that they had no idea. They came from another space. They were not aware of these services. So the more you're able to help us share information about these services, we're happy to do it, because again, I think oftentimes it helps employees just have a face to connect with the service, know that there's someone that they can call no matter what the issue is, and then we can help to dispatch it to the correct entity.
And most of your downtown security, so retired Syracuse police officers?
Yes, yep, they're always retired law enforcement.
Speaking of that, I'm wondering why the security line went down from 22, 23.
So this current fiscal year includes a cost-sharing agreement with the city to pay for the late-night entertainment district police support in the Armory Square and Hanover Square area. So that is something that our board approved as a one-time COVID expense, but it was a higher expense. So that security number reflects the lack of inclusion of that service for this year.
2 officers?
No, that pays for the Syracuse Police Department officers. So at any given time, there's 8 to 12 officers assigned on those Friday and Saturday nights.
That's when they are able to fill the detail out.
Right.
Which involves some negotiation with the police department.
Yeah, so they, over the last several months, they've been better able to fill that detail. And then there had also been some later night activity, just vandalism, so like maybe like a brick through a window. So one of their priority cars is downtown during the overnight hour, just to again help with the presence, because there were a couple issues in February in Armory Square.
And that's something we'll have to address in future years, I imagine. Because
Yep.
I think that the detail is really effective to an extent.
It is.
We were able to fill it.
Yep.
But so the downtown committee paid, how much did you pay of that 50%, or did you pay the whole deal?
We paid 50%. It was just over 104,000. So that's the decrease in the security.
You remember that one, right?
Yeah, I certainly do. Any other questions?
I remember too, right?
One more quick question. The salary and fringe went up. Is that just a raise in salary, or did you actually add any staff?
A raise, yep, with benefits as well.
Yeah.
Because in essence, you're a flat line with most of your funding as far as the assessment goes, and the rest of the money you have to generate through your activities.
We do.
Right.
Yep.
So you could use another $1 million or something. Budget director snoozing. Okay.
He's daydreaming.
Any other questions? Okay, I'm going to call this adjourned. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.